If you can afford all the groceries you want without worrying about the price tag, you might just be wealthier than you think. Think of wealth like a ladder. Once you take that first step, you're already off the ground. Sure, you might not be at the very top with the super rich folks, but just by getting on the ladder of making just enough money to meet your needs, you're ahead of the game. And guess what? You can keep climbing and building until you reach the peak. Now, there are different levels of wealth, each of its unique characteristics and strategic habits to manage. Some advice won't even apply to you once you've moved up a few steps. So what does it mean to be financially secure? You may know where you are right now, but it can be tough to figure out the next step financially. That's where the 6 levels of wealth come in. In this video, we will break down these 6 levels of wealth. Remember that what's considered a significant amount of money can vary greatly from person to person. $1 million might mean something entirely different to a retiree compared to a young dude of 20 just starting out in life, or a middle-aged parent with 6 kids heading to college. But in general terms, we'll look at these 6 wealth levels. It'll help you understand where you stand and your next financial target. It'll also give you insights into the choices available to you and what you can enjoy with your current level of wealth. So stay tuned as we unravel the 6 levels of wealth. 1. Dependent. At this level, your net worth is less than $10,000. It's the starting point for most individuals. You often rely on someone else, the government, or your family, to provide for you. At this point, you can barely attend to all your needs without someone sending you some extra funds. You constantly need help to keep your body and soul together. You don't have any assets to your name. Unfortunately, unforeseen circumstances can push us into this zone even as adults. Money becomes more than just a thought, it becomes an obsession. You might be drowning in debt, and financial independence seems like a distant dream. You're just trying to keep your head above water and maintain some sense of normalcy in an ongoing financial storm. But don't be too hard on yourself. Even J.K. Rowling relied on social system support while writing Harry Potter. Ray Dalio had to take a loan from his dad before creating Bridgewater Associates, a multi-billion-dollar asset management company. Some of the world's most successful entrepreneurs started from this point. But you got to make sure this stage won't last long. You need to keep moving higher. 2. The grocery freedom. This level is commonly called the solvent level. At this stage, you can pay your bills, although you are not considered wealthy. While you can cover your basic necessities, going on vacations is a luxury, and unexpected expenses can have a significant impact on your finances for several months. Although you can conveniently cover your grocery list without cutting out anything essential due to lack of funds, your emergency fund and savings are constantly dwindling. You struggle in and out of debt. At this point, your net worth is more than $10,000. The idea of going a month without a paycheck terrifies you, so you're cautious about taking financial risks. This is the point where you're living paycheck to paycheck. In other words, you're one paycheck away from becoming broke. The painful truth is, more than half of the working population is in this category. It has nothing to do with how much you earn. You might be driving the latest car and using 2 iPhone 15s, but as long as you can't survive the next month without your paycheck, you fall into this level. It might require living a frugal lifestyle to move up to the next level. 3. The restaurant freedom. Congratulations, you're in a more stable financial position now. You have 3 to 6 months worth of emergency funds and savings tucked away. This means you can handle some unexpected expenses without breaking a sweat. You can get all the groceries you need. You can also afford to visit the best restaurants without worrying about the bills. You can reward yourself with occasional treats after achieving a milestone. These trips to the restaurants won't land you in debt or make you go hungry before you receive the next paycheck. With a standing ovation, we welcome you on board to the Average Man's Club. Here, your net worth is about $100,000. You're living a good quality life. Though your holidays aren't super extravagant, usually you manage to get away once or twice a year. Your primary financial focus is on the next 6 months to a year. Planning too far ahead still feels challenging. You're starting to invest for the future, even if it's just a small amount each month. You might even have some assets, like owning a home, which is a big achievement. But your main priority remains the present. Hey, wait a second. Don't go about tagging yourself as a rich person because you are actually in between. You're not there yet. 4. The travel freedom. At this stage, your finances are more secure. Your net worth is about $1 million. You've got 6 months to a year's worth of emergency savings in cash, and you've made some solid investments for the future. You feel confident that you can handle any work-related issues or one-off expenses that come your way. Your improved financial situation has broadened your horizons. You're not just thinking about putting food on the table anymore. You're considering your career and life goals. You're wondering if your current job fulfills you and if you can find a more meaningful career path. At this level, you can quit your 9-to-5 to follow your dreams. And I hope your dream isn't about lavishly spending the money. If not, we will have to organize a search team to recover your fortune. The same happened to Uber. They suddenly realized they had lost over $1 billion in the last 6 months, so they asked their drivers to check between the seat cushions. If I could have my wishes granted, I don't mind being at this level, just to enjoy life with zero worries. 5. The housing freedom. This is the independent level. You've made it. It wasn't easy, but you've reached a point where you have what some call real money. Your net worth is around $10 million. At this stage, work is now optional because you can live off your assets alone. You can travel anywhere and eat at the restaurant every day for a whole year. This is where you can afford whatever you want. It's the level at which you feel more secure to be called a millionaire. You're not afraid of the future anymore. Congratulations, but interestingly, you don't necessarily want to stop working altogether. Your idea of work has evolved. It's a powerful place to be because now you get to choose what you want to do. Your time has become your most precious asset, and it's the focus of your daily life. You spend your time doing what you love with the people you love. Money is no longer your motivation for doing things. You can look beyond money and see a bigger picture in whatever you're doing. Life isn't all figured out, though. It took you years to cultivate the healthy habits that aided you in achieving this independence. And spending all your days in the golf course and hanging out with friends shouldn't replace that. If not, we're going to gather to sing rest in peace to your fortune. 6. The Philanthropy Freedom. Welcome to the multi-million-dollar club. This is called the Philanthropy Freedom level. Your net worth is around $100 million. You have more wealth than you could ever spend. Now your focus shifts from yourself to your legacy. Your thinking is beyond retirement. You're not just thinking about what you leave behind after you're gone. You're asking bigger questions. What difference can you make? What impact have you had on the world? You reach this level by mastering a particular set of skills the world needs. And you believe it's your time to pass on those skills. This is the point where you focus on giving back to society in whatever capacity you can. However, you also have some introspective questions on your mind. Did you use your time wisely? Could you have made better decisions? Have you lived your best life? These questions will propel you to make some changes that shift your focus from yourself to your community. As you can see, each level comes with its own set of financial comforts and concerns. So you can find fulfillment at whatever level of wealth you find yourself. No matter where you are on this ladder of wealth, always ask yourself why you're doing it and what your motives are. Understanding your true why will ease the pressure as you climb. Plus, it will help you find happiness at every level. Hey, if you like this video, why don't you hit like and subscribe to Investor Broadcast. See you soon.